At Atlantic Bank, your convenience is our priority. Our contact center is designed to enhance your banking experience. With a wide range of customer service options, you save time and effort. You can easily call in to block or unblock your debit and credit cards, perform account inquiries, and access detailed card information. Whether you need assistance with online banking, merchant support, or general inquiries, our team is ready to help. For added convenience, if all operators are busy, you can leave your number and an operator will return your call as soon as possible to ensure you receive the support you need. Depending on your transaction type, we may need to verify your identity through a set of security questions. And remember, Atlantic Bank will never request your username or password for Atlantic Online via phone call, text, or email, ensuring your personal information remains safe and secure. Our support team is available Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. in both English and Spanish. Simply dial 223-1212. This is a dedicated line for our contact center. Atlantic Bank is committed to providing you with exceptional service and the tools you need to manage your finances conveniently and securely. Take full advantage of our easy-to-use contact center services today.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Me, my idea about and I really need to get my ARA out today.
Really? Well, you can join our Smart Group plan.
Really? How that works?
Easy, let me tell you.
Whether it's family, friends, or your small business, we've got the perfect plan for every group. More members equals more savings, more connections. Smart Group plans bring the connectivity you love to you and your circle. No one gets left behind. Explore Share One package option and add on unlimited data, calls, and SMS for the entire group for less than $50 per member. Visit any Smart showroom countrywide or email sales@speednet-wireless.com to sign up today. Smart, bringing people together.
Amandala is now online. You can now access Amandala's midweek and weekend issues online by logging on to our website at amandala.com.bz/news and joining our membership portal today. There's 5 easy steps to get unlimited access to weekly e-paper, archive publications, and a host of other exclusive contents. Number 1, go to Amandala's website. Number 2, navigate to subscribed areas. Number 3, choose a membership level. Number 4, check out using our secured portal. Number 5, log into the members only section. Telephone numbers 501-280-4703 or 202-4477. Fax us at 501-222-4702, or you could email at amandalapress@yahoo.com or amandalapress@gmail.com. Amandala, all power to the people.
Alright, welcome back to the WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. It's Tuesday morning, the 27th of January 2026. And we had a glitch. We were not up on YouTube. Apparently we are up now. So we are on YouTube. So you can get us there. For those who usually tune in and get it, and while you're there, please make sure you become a subscriber to our YouTube channel XTV Belize, in case you've not been there before. Is where you can get a lot of our live programs for now, as well as it's streamed on XTV Belize on Facebook as well. Okay, we invite your participation. We are now open for the business of conversation. The telephone number is 280-5848. That is the live line for you to participate in the conversation. We always enjoy and in fact thrive and depend upon your participation. Now the fuel we're going at the tank. Okay, we have our first call. Good morning, WB.
Morning, Mose. Morning, Billy. Sister, I am Mose.
Good morning, sister.
Hi. A lot of things happen with this proposed BTL acquisition at 20 Mose. But I have to tell you, I'm very, very pleased to see Sister Emily back on the front line. And I really rate the former BTL workers were organized. I figure Sister Emily face to look familiar, you know. And what I love about her is that they talk in a Creole and it broke it down so we could understand. We never hear, we don't know the inner workings of how BTL work. And I really, then details matter. So I say, I can call in. You sum it up for it. Kind of lot of sticking at the fire right now.
Yeah, so...
where it go on?
So... I think any little bit of doubt that might have existed that the consultation process was genuine, and sister, you and I are always the last persons to believe we have very high standards for consultation. Other people do too, but I know for a fact you more than me. Your grade, your past grade, they're higher than me. If your consultation no hit 90, you the failing. I did about maybe 80. So we have high standards for consultation, but not everybody got a same pass grade. Even the most generous, lenient pass grade can still believe that there was anything sincere about the consultation after they found out that they were planning to have what you would call a rushed, a preemptive vote this morning. They said, the way they described it, it was been a vote in principle. So you claim that you're doing consultations. You have not heard back. You've gone and you give people your thing. People in the middle are prepare. They go through the internal things already go on, and if you're doing a consultation where have any authenticity to it, after you don't do that, no, you want to say, okay, no, I want to hear back from you. No, we don't talk, we don't tick that box. No, make we get this in because, what is extraordinary, which pulls any mask that anybody was kind of not seeing clearly. Now listen, in what world you're the buyer and you have to act with haste when there is nobody else in the store? So you are the only one that is store. There is nobody lined up behind you to buy. is the one fighting for this thing to be bought, and you are the only buyer. But as the buyer, you are acting with such haste. Meaning, you're the rush, the brush. What could explain the buyer being in a rush? You know, I know you're not into sports, but a lot of the sports bedroom one know that one of the most controversial trades in a basketball happened last year, and it was major a major lash out in the NBA because one of the top 3 players in the league was traded. Is a player from Slovenia, Luka Doncic. He's really good, and he was traded to the Lakers. And one of the things which, you know, what they got back, it's like they say you can't get back anything to replace one of the top 3 players in the world. But the worst part is that the team that traded him did not invite anybody else in the NBA to make an offer for him. It's like they said, how do you have the best thing in the league that you're willing to part ways, but you don't create a bidding war for him? You just rush in the middle of the night. That just stink. A lot of these sports brethren, they know what they talk about. Well, the problem here is, so what they said is, you never made it compete with nobody. Nobody never made a rush to try get the players where you get. So why you may so rush the brush with this, that you got a good thing? The detail that the buyer, they're in the position, they enjoy the position of power in this whole transaction. You're the buyer and there's nobody else running down where you would buy. Yet you decided that strategically you need to hurry, get your board for approve. It was supposed to happen this morning. And you know, we very often are underwhelmed by people who are in positions of responsibility to stand up and be, as Ms. Corey said yesterday, adults in the room who are supposed to have the courage, who are supposed to have clarity and the willingness to go on the record, to stand and push back. And we often are often left we are left unsatisfied. We are left disappointed. People generally disappoint us. And we would be here this morning just to say, well, this one day and with that one day, my how come this? Well, this is one time when, to a significant degree, people are responding. The opposition is active. That is healthy. That is welcome. Beautiful. The independent senators, I don't like the term senators, but anyway, the independent senators have delivered one position and they decided, oh, that's what you're going to do. They came out yesterday evening with the Trade Union Congress is focused. They're in on this. The usually reluctant chamber, reluctant, I feel, and they could catch feelings if they want, they're usually very reluctant with matters that involves Mr. Ashcroft. But the chamber is being assertive. I I thought that Senator Herrera's presentation in the virtual Senate was nothing less than stunningly powerful and fire. Senator Herrera speaks very quietly. Not a Creole like you, sister, and not a but their words where he used. There were some beautiful terms. He used a term I love a lot. He said they're buying sunset technology, meaning that technology they pay last. That they know you have to deal with analog, my brother. You going to buy analog. Powerful. People are responding to the moment. So I just want to just pay respect to that, because we have to. We can't always. That doesn't mean that they're now certified heroes and we could put them on the money. No, that's you have to. There has to be a long journey of consistently doing this, standing up. But that doesn't mean when they do, we don't say salute. Respect is due. So I have to say that this morning.
Indeed, Mose, and I appreciate you, as usual, your point of view and your analogy where you used with the basketball player. I mean, never know that. And then, you get murmuring out a road for everyday people, and the consistent murmuring I hear is people say, they're going through this acquisition. And I say, it looks like they mean force it down with short, but it's up to the people to decide if we want to accept this or not. And I really appreciate the NTUCB president saying as well, listen, because you there do this longer than me, it tends to be the unions who lead huge demonstrations, right, Mo?
I mean, they have, in the recent past, the last 25 years, have been involved in being out in the streets significantly more than most, yeah?
So I think that there were people they look for. Even though I hear the NTUCB president say that our workers, you look for some leadership because it costs money. You have to have some organizing skills for bring out people. Now, I hear the opposition, they want to organize something, but I don't know. I just have to set it on question mark because I never know them for lead any meaningful demonstration. They're not just to check the box, but they get credit for that are the numbers, that are the intention, I guess. That
they're active. I don't know what type of. I don't know. It's a 11th hour thing. For me, an active opposition is a healthy thing, and they have been. It seems as if though the whatever cloudiness they have on the issue, or they seem based on what they came out with yesterday, they seem to decide that the government, the BTL board has crossed the line in trying to do this rushed vote this morning, which we are now told has been delayed. They have withdrawn that. So the collective pushback by these various entities has had the desired impact. They have pushed back. And so, at least what we've been told, this has been pushed back. What you just said, the everyday person, they describe that want common sense, that want intelligent opinion, except for one thing. We often, as everyday people, when we do the analysis, we not calculate the missing variable. What are we? So when we look upon it, the kind of concentration of power which we Constitution give to the elected. And it's just a huge amount of power that just from the standpoint of an equation, you would have say, when the monarchy want to do a thing, it generally get to do a thing whether or not the people want it or not, except when the people commit themselves to say, oh hell no. When the people have said hell no, as you have pointed out often throughout our history, which a lot of it is hidden, that we have been people who have many times gone out and said hell no. But that is the hell no variable is often left out of the analysis. So if you take the hell no out of it, it does look extremely unfavorable when you have something like this happen, because the power is so lopsided, and the people are up against it. The odds are long. Just to say, there's no system of honor where, well, if certain voices and entities say, hey, you got to pause. I mean, and what is being asked for is nothing less than standard. It's incredible that what they are asking for is not kind of like it's not where they call just one. They don't have a feeling, they don't have intuition. They act for emotions, then they act from. Then they ask for things that are missing that should have been easy share, because these are things where it should have been done. Like if somebody say, I want to see the evaluation of everything. I want to see one breakdown of. I want to see one credible third party independent breakdown valuation of everything, the financial records. We need you to show them to us. That should have been like, oh, no problem, because WhatsApp it to you right now. These are standard things that the buyer have the power. The buyer has the power. If this is such a valuable get, just curious why there is no competition for buying. I think we would want to know that answer. There's one buyer in the house for what is there as presently constituted. We don't know what all is a part of the purchase. And now we're hearing funky stuff. We're hearing funky stuff. We're hearing funky stuff about what this could all down the road be. A caller yesterday really brought out what I believe to be a very important point, because as you know, as hosts of these conversations, we learn far more than we teach, right? Mm-hmm. That is, yeah, I mean, we are the ultimate beneficiaries of doing talk shows, because we get to learn from so many different minds, right? That is extremely powerful. And so a caller said, listen, who protects the buyer? That is the question, Sister Yaya. Mm-hmm. We have been focused on who protects the consumer, who protects the stakeholders and the shareholders via the public stake in the company. And we are told that they will make an SI to implement a protection for so that they can't raise the prices on consumers for 12 months. Come on. But anyway, that's the posturing that's going on. But the caller yesterday said, but, and I'm paraphrasing, who protects the buyer? Meaning, the buyer is it's the argument that it is its primary argument. In number one argument, that is, hey, I got one chance for eliminate competition. We want give me the opportunity for make more money, and so the net benefit, meaning when they do the plus and minus, the minus will be how much they have to pay with the interest, as compared to the plus, where will be when I got all of the customers know this is the amount of money where I want to make. So this is how much more I want to make, and by making this much, I got enough to pay that. Plus, I want to invest in a newer technology, and I want to become more efficient and better. And we don't have redundancies, and we know, and it will be all beautiful, happily ever after. That is their primary argument. That is number one thing why this is business genius at work. But the problem is, who protects the buyer? Meaning, they buy that today. Tomorrow, somebody could create a new franchise where connect up with something like Starlink, where then come and eat back the buyer. Because now the buyer under debt, the buyer top heavy, and the buyer is vulnerable, at least for the next 4 years, paying back a debt. And now, if a new thing come where become highly specialized, then come and just to deal with the high-end customers. You understand what they go on, Sister Yaya? Remember, no, this is just hypothetical, no? But this is the great vulnerability to our phone telecommunications provider. They are extremely vulnerable to be counterpunched by one new entity will come in and just deal with the cream at the top. Specialized, just come and deal with high-end linkings, deal with the service industry, and basically take away the part of the customer base where make the company make money. And now the company just don't spend money based on the fact that even today that only no one they on the table. But tomorrow somebody come and they don't have to go on the table, they want in the fridge. So that the caller yesterday bring up one of the forgotten pieces of this process is that there is no legislative, you can't legislate, they can't legislate and say there shall be no other company providing any of these services full stop for the next, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 years. Because there's none. All in talk about the side of how we regulate this new monopoly. But remember now, late last week, a member of cabinet goes on the record to say no, monopoly no and get created. 2 members of cabinet have gone on the record to say that a monopoly is not going to be created. Minister Shabat, who is the Minister of Utilities, said no, there's no monopoly. We have 22 other things happening out there. And Minister Karim Musa said, oh no, there will be no monopoly. It's going to be super competition. So what the chamber is asking for, what the NTUCB is asking for, are common sense, standard precautionary fundamentals. I am not a good businessman, but I have enough common sense to know a song. That song smart to me. No pun intended. That song smart for say, man, before you buy this thing, can we go through this thing properly? We need you see how you think somebody could sit down with you. First of all, you can't sit down with a person, anybody when 2 hours. You talk about one of the nation's largest companies. We're not talking about buying one panada shop. In a 2 hours, I can't go through all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know everybody have the expertise to go through all of that. And then you have to be careful with the people who do have the expertise to go through all of that, that you don't know if they have skin in the game. Because you need to make sure that the people who go through all of that, we broke down all of that for we, do it independently. Do it. Make we just do a professional breakdown of everything. And then make we see how we manage the vulnerability as somebody counterpunch you and take your high end. Your high end. That is why then people were used to work the BTL will come out yesterday. Yes, then they try to secure what is due to them, then they try to secure their severance, they feel wrong, so they have one self-interest in this. But then are people where know that world better than we with the out here.
Mm-hmm.
Sister Emily is an engineer. You know how we got one of the bias thing with power. We see a woman, we think that is secretary. Sister Emily, the one engineer. So when you look upon what they go on now, when them people come out, when know the inner workings, they say, this time a rush bush thing they go on here. So the position that we have been expressing is not a position of emotion. They're not just, oh, we are anti-progress. We not got the big understanding. You know that people were in the nitty-gritty. That people were in the nitty-gritty. The chamber, whatever you feel about it. I don't know a businessman, but you got some good business people in the chamber. People that look upon this and what they ask for, they know nothing, but shouldn't they write that the fingertips of the primary salesman in this, the chairman Mark M. Zavaga, he's supposed to walk around with that. He's supposed to wait the way you want. That you want, Chuck. Meet me at the office 10 o'clock and just if I want to look on anything a whole day. I can't WhatsApp. This man say I can't WhatsApp. You come to my office, I got it all there. You could read it. You could read it all day, all night. You come bring whoever you need to bring on the financial people, bring on the experts, come in, look on it, convince yourself. Any man there, I don't, you don't know where I feel, but to look on it to yourself. And then you come to your own conclusion. Look, on it, anything else you need, I'm happy for help. I got all day because nobody else to try buy that. So I got all day. I got, you need 6 months, you need 12 months. Nobody else not to buy that. Nobody to rush to come buy that. Nobody. Nobody else in the store. So I have all the time in the world. I have the cards. So if I need chamber, NTUCB, I need to convince all I know, well, let's what? Make we start that. That's how you go when you know where you look for do could stand the test of scrutiny by people where have understanding, have the level of acumen where could deal with that. you have to could stand upon that with confidence. But if I see you to rush the bush, then we call suspicion inducing events. That's what that is. Suspicion inducing actions. When I tell you I need I need you to convince me, but then you gone around and try rush it, man, that make the thing look fishy. That the term we use, I try use the term fishy, the thing fishy. And I don't know why they say fishy, because fishy is a lovely thing. But fish are a lovely food. But they say the thing look fishy because some people don't like the smell, but I love fish.
Me too. May I ask you this? I would say, even though I never want organized effort, because only organized people want to save the people, I would say Belizeans have had 2 wins so far, because they stopped the first meeting and then delayed this one. So it's really important for we say these people win so far. Now we have to continue to say, I would say, I think we'll need to come together as a unified front. Yeah. And you know, like say politicians go with numbers, so they need to say so boots on the ground and thousands of people in the street forget that we not deaf. This and I like before time, we not deaf on this. But also, Mose, I want to ask you, now what is going to PUC? How does it quiet?
How in what?
How does it quiet?
The who?
PUC.
The PUC. Well, I don't know that I reached the point where I think the minister responsible has spoken about what the PUC did do. And apparently the PUC is hard at work trying to craft an SI so that there is an enabling environment for quote-unquote the acquisition and a regulatory framework for the quasi-monopoly, because according to them it's not going to be a real monopoly, but just to that's a lot of work for the PUC. They have their hands full. And also I feel that as I feel you're right, they should be I have to get the chair of the PUC, but they should have something to say. They can't come out and say, well, give their personal opinion. That I would believe that would be a lot, but they have to. The PUC has to be involved at this point in time. They're not an activist organization; they are a regulatory organization, and we would have to assume that at the very minimum they are in touch with, officially on the record with the board of BTL to inform them of what the law is. What we had was a past chair of the PUC explaining to the nation, because we would not have known, I feel, about the legislation that contradicts what is being done. It basically says it's not legal. So give thanks to at least a past chair. One would have to assume that a properly healthy, autonomous PUC has indicated such on the record to BTL. And one would have to assume...
I think that's my point where I say, what the PUC there? Because the PUC is supposed to have one level of independence. So if the former chair never come out and say that, for the most part, we may know. So if PUC to do what PUC get paid for do, PUC should have indicate to we, because they're supposed to be independent, and then the regulator will say, listen, this is wrong. But somebody always attack the PUC. So I don't know who the chairperson of PUC. Most of we know the brother will come out and talk, and he may come on and he in the boat and he talk to we. But we don't know who the chairperson of PUC, and based on what he said, we believe the PUC wrong. you could be the regulator. You not say nothing. Well, we have to say not to say nothing because you not come out and talk to we. And this is illegal. So how come both the BTL and the government the back for something what illegal and the regulator not to say nothing?
So what would have been again a basic standard due process, not an exceptional due process, just ordinary pedestrian due process. I want to sell, and one of the first things I will have to do that when I engage in this process, that will ensure that I touch base with the regulator, to make sure that we cross all the T's and that all that, make sure we not got no tangled anything. That's one of the things where you would do a process where is being done again, not exceptionally, but just one kind of a D plus. That's required. That's a component of it. You touch. You say, hey, this is what happened. But based on what has happened, it would appear PUC may do their one thing, and then brother may do for their one thing, and then they check with no PUC. Because if there is any tangled lines, we know how we can deal with that. We just want to chop that. Meaning, if anything, the conflict with anything, all we want to do that, well, we are just to write that. Yeah. We violate that. Oh, come on. Okay, no problem. We are the same. Make we just wipe that out, change that, update that, bring that out. Yeah. New law, new SI. We got the power. We are the boss. So that's how you operate when you're in a monarchy, right? You not deal with no regulatory body. You got it just as one place for employ people and they do work, but when we do what we do, we sit down, we step aside. And so then that's how that has happened. And this is just me to give my opinion, right? Somebody from PUC could say, no, we made the it from day one, we were consulted, we provided, and then I would have said, okay, when did you inform them that they were in conflict with the law, and when did you all decide that you want to start work on the SI? From what we understand, the SI not get start work until when things dropped the water on the Friday, 2 weeks ago. So it would seem that it's very unlikely that there was any engagement with the PUC, or that the PUC, if they were engaged, pointed out to them, if you're that on the know this part of the liar. That would be interesting to know, but I wouldn't bet or hold my breath that anybody can tell with that.
And then I'm thinking that's the substantive law was the illegal. So SI, the minor law compared to the substantive law. So since the illegal, why would PUC even participate in a SI writing? Because the whole thing is illegal.
I have to go that big, but do you think that anybody has written a letter from the PUC to BTL on the record to tell them that we understand that you're looking to do a sale? Remember, this sale was first put out as a rumor and then confirmed in a kind of indirect way by a release that sought to chastise the media for having a conversation about it. This happened in May. So at the very least, PUC would know that this was something that was being entertained, that this was not false gossip. This is being entertained. So at that point in time, from then until now, PUC had a long enough time to reach out and say, sir, with due respect, as a regulator, we would like to inform you of this. The legislation, what you're about to do conflicts with that. You would want a proper, healthy functioning. That would be just the routine. That's what they do. The PUC, if you just start to put up solar panels, for example, you will get PUC want to recognize, okay, how that the work, that has to be, there's a process to that. That's what the PUC does. So you have you find out that the BTL is engaged in this, you're getting a holler. But I wouldn't bet anything that happened. It doesn't. Everything indicates that did not happen at all, and that the only time there has been any kind of response to the fact about that legislation is after things fell apart. And again, I want to repeat, the people who are, I don't know who specifically Chairman Lizaraga referred to when he said noise in the market. I took it that he talked about the people where they run them out, like myself and others via these platforms. But I can assure the chairman that while you could try paint we as being uninformed and we don't know we this and we know this and our world, you cannot. We're not talking here about people who are radical, people who are known for prolonged activism. That the chamber, they knock upon your door, sir. This is the place where you, the senator, represent. So if the chamber is below the standard of being fit to call you into account, then how you explain your creds where you have as being the person who will represent them in the Senate. This is the chamber. Okay, we are zinc. Ono the dog bottom. But chamber, they are not it. This is the chamber. They say, slow your roll. We lot of things there where we need to forget. Where we need to understand where they go on. And the senator,
well, like to me.
And the senator representing the chamber. So if anybody will want to say, oh, they want the Mose, and they said everything they want bun. Okay? But take me out of the equation. The chamber. The senator representing the churches. No, you can't get more special than that, I believe. The churches, the environmental NGO senator, yeah, people where the press pass by you. So the people where the press pass by you, the labor, people who represent labor, no, they actually in it. Then they actually got representative on the board. And then he said, we not got enough information. Remember now, they have somebody there. So, everyday people have to do the maths on that. It is not an emotional, this is not being disruptive. This is not, oh, we just want to spile the pot. We just say, this pot not smell good. So make we find out if something wrong, something get in that pathway should not be in there. Now watch the boss. Sister, I gotta go to break. I'm out of time. I gotta go to 2 cents camp.
Only the organized people and save the people.
100. It's 7:45. We go to break. 2 cents camp sponsored by Fort Point Security, and then after that we take first break of the month. Let me just mention that we have guests coming up at 8 o'clock, so when we come back we have a very short period. We'll try to squeeze it in, okay?
Hey, what's up guys? Brick City here. You're watching WB and this is XTV. Alright, gotta say big respect to our sponsors, 4 Point Security. So over there back at home, over there, talk to one of my brethren. I also pass and a book them explain to me where they plan this scheme here. Talk to me, brother.
All right. First of all, good afternoon, ambassador in this place, all right. And I said, when I said that I uphold culture, Garifuna culture, drum. We got 2 sets of drum. We got the primero and the segunda drum. The primero drum.
Right, so this is
the skin. This is our piece of skin we're going for the bass drum.
Yes, alright. And this is how we give the rhythm.
This is how we hold the rhythm.
We hold the tank of
correct. With the bass, because then the bass that the rhythm.
That the rhythm. That control the whole. Yeah.
That without the bass, you don't got no rhythm. So the bass will keep the rhythm going, and the snare just answer to complete the rhythm.
Yes, sir. And this is a from scratch.
Yes, this is a from scratch. This come out. I dry this. I only get it from the butcher.
How long it take to dry?
3 days. Yeah, 3 days.
Alright, so what you explain to me right there, so is that the drum way we dance to, this are the original grassroots culture, how they all started to make your rhythm.
Right.
That's why the rhythm could go worldwide.
Right, the rhythm worldwide, because then you see the drum got a spirit. The drum got spirit.
In a real life.
In a real life. This is a ceremonial thing, this is our cultural thing. The drum is our spiritual tool, you see. So then when it comes to drum, you don't have to be interested in a drum, but as you hear our rhythm out of our drum, you're going to see what happens. It call you, it open your spirit to make you go want to know what happens. Me, I bang and grow yourself. For the past 34 years.
And Bakatong is good and very bad.
I don't see nobody in a Bakatong. Because we here, so we will live there in a Bakatong. We don't do bad. People come for different place in a Bakatong. They come do bad. People come for different food. They come do what they want to do in a we
Bakatong.
In a Bakatong, in a dangle. Not disturb people, and we just try to keep it positive. As you can see, this is the culture, so that's how we live around here with it.
Tired of replacing light bulbs? LEDs are what you need. LEDs last up to 30,000 hours. That's 30 times longer than incandescent bulbs, and up to 8 times longer than compact fluorescents. So less changing and less trash. Planet Earth thanks you. And the LED experts at Brothers Habet and Habet will help you find the best LED solution with colors for every room and mood, starting as low as $6.95. You can even get LED strips for home, office, and industrial use. So say goodbye to fluorescent tubes forever. And because they use up to 90% less energy, you save money. Money you can spend on other things. So head to Brothers Habet or Habet today. You can also call, email, or Facebook us. Have a brilliant day.
En Atlantic Bank, tu comodidad es nuestra prioridad. Nuestro centro de contacto está diseñado para mejorar tu experiencia bancaria. Con una amplia gama de opciones de servicio al cliente, ahorras tiempo y esfuerzo. Puedes llamar fácilmente para bloquear o desbloquear tus tarjetas de débito y crédito, realizar consultas de cuentas y acceder a información detallada de tus tarjetas. Ya sea que necesites asistencia con la banca en línea, apoyo para comercios o consultas generales, nuestro equipo está listo para ayudarte. Para mayor comodidad, si todos los operadores están ocupados, puedes dejar tu número y un operador te devolverá la llamada lo antes posible para asegurarse de que recibas el apoyo que necesitas. Para mayor seguridad, es posible que necesitemos verificar tu identidad con un conjunto de preguntas sencillas. Recuerda, Atlantic Bank nunca solicitará tu nombre de tu usuario ni contraseña de Atlantic Online por llamada telefónica, mensaje de texto o correo electrónico. asegurando que tu información personal permanezca segura y protegida. Nuestro equipo de apoyo está disponible de lunes a viernes, de 8 a.m. a 6 p.m. en inglés y en español. Simplemente marca al 223-1212. Esta es la línea dedicada para nuestro centro de contacto. Atlantic Bank se compromete a brindarte un servicio excepcional y las herramientas que necesitas para administrar tus finanzas de manera conveniente y segura. Aprovecha al máximo nuestro servicio del centro de contacto.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
That's me. My idea about I really need to get my ARA out today.
Really? Well, you can join our Smart Group plan.
Really? How that works?
Easy, let me tell you.
Whether it's family, friends, or your small business, we've got the perfect plan for every group. More members equals more savings, more connections. Smart group plans bring the connectivity you love to you and your circle. No one gets left behind. Explore Share One package options and add on unlimited data, calls, and SMS for the entire group for less than $50 per member. Visit any Smart showroom countrywide or email sales@speednet-wireless.com to sign up today. Smart, bringing people together.
Of appliances that just don't last, appliances that just can't keep up, it's time for a change. GE Appliances delivers reliability, innovation, and performance you can trust. The decision is easy. Don't settle for less. Choose quality, choose reliability, choose GE.
Really to get a review and report on the ongoing work, ongoing activities, to look at what has taken place in 2025, and also to discuss the future role of the OAS office as we move towards a judgment from the International Court of Justice. So what will be the role, the post-ICJ role of the OAS office? I'm very glad that the distinguished Foreign Minister of Guatemala, His Excellency Carlos Ramiro Martinez, joined us and we were able to talk about issues of mutual concern to both Belize and Guatemala and to discuss meaningful ways in which the OAS office can continue to support our efforts to advance peace and stability between our two countries.
Nosotros, de común acuerdo con Belice, pues hemos recurrido a la Corte Internacional de Justicia. Seguimos, por supuesto, de cerca la evolución de todo el proceso en todas las etapas en las que se han dado. Tenemos, y lo he reiterado yo en todos los foros, el compromiso como país de atender la sentencia, de darle cumplimiento.
Amandala is now online. You can now access Amandala's midweek and weekend issues online by logging on to our website at amandala.com.bz/news and joining our membership portal today. There's 5 easy steps to get unlimited access to weekly e-paper, archive publications, and a host of other exclusive contents. Number 1, go to Amandala's website. Number 2, navigate to subscribed areas. Number 3, choose a membership level. Number 4, check out using our secured portal. Number 5, log into the members only section. Telephone numbers 501-280-4703 or 202-4477. Fax us at 501-222-4702, or you could email at amandalapress@yahoo.com or amandalapress@gmail.com. Amandala, all power to the people.
welcome back to the WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. Mose Hyde is in the house with you on this Tuesday morning, 27th of January 2026. Telephone number 280-5848. That is the live line for you to be a part of the show. We want to get you on always. We do have a guest coming up after our next break. So this is an ideal time you want to try to get in and engage. And in my earlier segment, when I was speaking about those who have stood up, I omitted mentioning that there's been a release from the National Evangelical Association of Belize, NEAB. And again, their release is probably the strongest release that was sent out yesterday. And again, you can't get more conservative than that. You can't get more conservative than it. You could get more conservative. The chamber is relatively conservative. The NEAB is very strong. They're not even asking for the process to be slowed down. The essence of their release from yesterday is, this is not good, this is bad for Belize, we don't want it at all. That's a very strong, very clear position by an organization that has numbers, right? I can't say that there's a great number of times that I've found myself aligned with NEAB. It's one of those rare moments I am aligned with NEAB in the principle of standing up and making their position clear. That's what they've done. There's very strong no. So these are consequential positions that have been sent out. Very consequential. Again, what is being asked for from the Trade Union Congress, what's being asked for by the Chamber, these are extremely reasonable, easily justified requests. The bar is extremely low for these requests. This is not extreme. And so but we have a call. Krem, good morning, WB.
It's Sandra Cohen, Mose.
Morning, Miss Cohen.
I don't know if, when you study this whole thing, a whole series of confusing contradictions emerge. They told the workers on Friday that, well, that is the employees of BTL, that they cannot tell them how many subscribers Smart has. That information is not available to BTL yet and will only be available when it is absolutely sure that the purchase is going through. But then they told us what it will cost. So how they don't know how many subscribers? But they told them that BTL has 70% of the subscribed population and Smart has 30%. So how are you making this purchase and you don't even know how many, what's the head count, the actual head count of subscribers?
I know you.
That isn't true. That's a lie.
I know you. I know you're excellent at maths. So maybe you can explain to me: is there a way to reach the percentage of a total without knowing the total?
Well, exactly. The percentage is a fraction of the total. So they told them that apparently the workers asked, well, they may have asked it in their attempt to understand the negatives and the positives of the purchase, and they were told that they don't know how many. They won't know that because they you see, Smart can't reveal that yet, because then if the buyout doesn't go through, then they would know what Smart is up to. Smart's business. But most, if in their annual general meetings, in the audited reports. Aren't those reports based on the amount of subscribers they have? Somewhere that number has to be. If that number just exists as a secret, a top secret that nobody else knows, then how do they explain the numbers that they present to shareholders at the end at the annual general meetings? How do they explain that? So that's contradiction number one. Makes no sense. I don't buy that at all. Don't buy that. Then you tell the workers, you're trying to sell an idea that this is an advanced technology. So when you ask the workers, well, are you all have the infrastructure in place to bring on this population base of 30% that you will now command 100%? I was told no, that it will take 1 year to get that all in place. But remember, they are buying the company in installments. They're not buying the company with an upfront payment of the total amount. So they have a debt. They have to service that debt, so they'll be paying principal and interest. But in the first, they will take 1 year before the transfer is completed. Then, evidently, they won't be earning all the money. I'm trying to understand how they plan to tell us they will be earning this money if it will take them 1 year. And where will the money come from for them to set in place the new infrastructure? Because according to them, they are only buying the company base. The customer base. So that leads me to understand that they are not going to be buying the infrastructure. Maybe they'll just be given the infrastructure as a gift. But then they will have to replace that because that is outdated, infrastructure. So where is the money coming for that? When you need 80 million, well, I don't know now where the cable stands neither. If all the cable, that will not be bought ever again, or we have only been told it won't be bought for a while, and then it will be bought down the road. So where is the money coming from for this? You don't have the money to pay for that up front. You don't have the money to pay for the smart purchase up front. You're going to pay it in installments. So all of these things make no sense at all. Listen, man, you're not talking, I don't have no ring through my nose. I don't know about nobody else. So please. Then, this is the workers. Now, those poor workers are compromised in a society where Belizean humans are routinely victimized, not only in the political sphere, everywhere. You can't say nothing much against the employer because if you're anything against him, well, you don't have a job. So now, you get them now to come together, supposedly to vote, and they vote, we support this purchase. But how valid is that vote, Mose? How valid is that vote? We all know what they did to BTL workers in that first round of confrontation in the first decade of this millennium. We already know what they went through. Well, they not paid them yet. No, that's another thing. We didn't even know they have an outstanding debt to these people. So wouldn't it be the ethical, moral, and not only that, legal thing to comply with that obligation before you take on any other obligation, Mose?
What do you think?
I agree.
Huh?
I agree.
What you say?
I agree.
Yeah, exactly. So now, we didn't, and how much is it they owe them? Most not 20-something million?
15. It's
How much?
15.
15 million they owe them, but that includes interest? And that's severance, you know. So they didn't meet, is that the severance required by law?
That's what the that's what the CCJ ruled. That's a CCJ.
Well,
that's a CCJ ruling.
No. So you now have a company that's government, no less than government is the majority shareholder, and they are not complying with their own labor laws in this country.
So what
the laws they pass, you know.
So what
not the laws me and you pass.
So what happened is that a small portion of these workers took them to court and got the ruling from the CCJ. So then at that point, once the CCJ ruled, all the other workers who are in a similar position said, well, the CCJ has ruled, so there should be no problem now for all of us to collect.
Exactly. So here now we're finding out that they have a debt that they have not cancelled out, honored, and they are going to take on another debt of 80 million, but they are going to use the infrastructure of the other crowd, it sounds like to me, for the first year until they get everything in place. Then, presumably, because this infrastructure is of it's sunset. This is sunset technology. Then we're going to go get sunrise technology. Well, how you plan to get that without money? You're going to need money to get that. So where that is coming from?
Well, I don't know that they have money for what is now considered sunrise technology in telecommunications.
Well, this is it.
Sunrise technology is we're going to start putting satellites up in orbit.
Well, this is it. So you're going to capitalize it how? Of us? Yeah. Exactly. That's what you did to us in 2001, man. This is not a road that we haven't traveled before. This is a road we have traveled, and we have been left properly raped, named, any word you could find that describe that. We have been left here. We are back again at this same place. Pay those workers before you start any other thing. Which now brings me to the point. So what is being done to the smart workers, and what will be done to the BTL workers with all of this mess going on here? Pay that. That's an obligatory debt. Pay that. The court ordered you to pay that. Don't be trying to do expansion till you pay off that debt. And then you add more debt to that now. And I'll end with this. Mose, we not even, communications are urgent for exchange of information between and among humans on the planet now. We can't hold out no drum and beat it and think anybody way over in Asia will hear we. That's not happening. So we need. But there's another aspect to telecommunications. It is the use of telecommunications in warfare. So they need an efficient, functioning, planetary information transfer system in order to manage their autonomous weapons and all of that. And if they have, let's say they want to take me out, or take you out, or take anybody out in Belize, in a precision hit, to be done via the internet. There's no other way of doing that from way over there in China to me here in Belize. They will need the digital transfer, information transfer system. They will need that. So you can't just look at this telecommunications in isolation. You have to look at it as a package of needs, and that is one of them. We may not,
we may not, I'm using the word may, we may not have any plans to kill anybody anywhere in the world. But that does not mean that there are not other nations and entities out there that are not planning to kill somebody here in Belize, or to use Belize to kill somebody somewhere else. Did you ever give that thought, Mose?
Well, I think we had a conversation yesterday, so I wouldn't say that I had the thought. I think I have. I heard that off air we had an exchange, and I have taken what you have described into full consideration. No?
Yes. You look at what they did in Gaza with the walkie-talkies, in Lebanon with the walkie-talkies.
And I did.
Look,
and I did.
You know
I did
the
get
amount of people they have murdered right there in Gaza via distance, and add to that now biometric data storage, which we, by the way, are also caught up in. As usual, willy-nilly, we don't really understand where to go on with that. That is how you're going to know to precision hit Mose Hyde. He's going to be walking down the street when his image appears and his image matches the biodata that they have in their data storage structure. You send in the weapon and that's it. Listen to me, this is no party time. And these people are playing games and getting us into a whole lot of mess that they won't be able to get us out of. And by the way, you won't be able to go retire in the States neither. You won't be able to do that. This is a very, very serious time. As a matter, the experiment with autonomous weapons began right there in Azerbaijan. Listen to me, you know, most honestly, this whole thing sounds so terrible, it's not funny. Please.
All right, Ms. Gray.
And the those 4 workers, maybe they voted yes, but did they vote yes because that's truly what they subscribe to, or they voted yes to protect their employment? What do you think, Mose?
It's very. I don't know what the CBA looks like between BTL and the workers. What I do know is that it is the vote that carries the least impact because of exactly that. That it is the vote that we don't see it as a free will vote. It is a vote.
Exactly, Mose. That's well put. Bye-bye.
All right. We are going to take a break, come back. We're going to change the temperature, change the vibe. We're going to have a guest in the house, so that's going to happen right after this.
When working with sheetrock, you need screws that give you quick penetration for a speedy, stable installation. Best Screws, fast frame and fast finish drywall screws are specifically designed for you. Engineered by Best Manufacturing, Best Screws makes every job faster and easier. These screws offer reliable performance with a superior hold. You also save money due to Best Screws affordability. They are cheaper than the leading brands. Get the job done quickly without compromising on strength. For all your drywall installations, get Best Screws Fast Frame and Fast Finish. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Need to submit your sickness benefit claim online and have a physical medical certificate? Here's how you can do it. First, go to ssbportal.org.bz and log into your My Social Security account. Next, on your dashboard, click Benefits and choose Forms. Review the requirements, then click Continue to proceed. Click Apply under Sickness Benefit to start your claim. Review and confirm your banking information. If it is not correct, select No and follow the steps to update your banking details. If your banking information is correct, select Yes. Next, if your illness is not related to an injury at work, select No and proceed to upload your medical certificate. Select your claim period and confirm your employer details. Read the declarations and click each to agree. Click Submit and you're done. A confirmation email will be sent to you. Your employer will also receive an email with your claim details and a request for your salary information. If needed, submit your sickness benefit claim online and receive real-time status updates.
Sea una persona ocupada o atrapada en el tráfico, o que tenga una circunstancia adversa o muy exigente, la tensión se acumula y lo estresa. El estrés ataca a todos en cualquier momento, a cualquier edad. El estrés es un asesino. Es mejor estar vivo que muerto, así que visite la farmacia de Freetown para obtener opciones.
Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué puedo hacer para usted hoy?
Estoy bien estresado.
Ok, tengo una pastilla que le va a ayudar, ¿ok? Que toma una de eso al día para 10 días y va a estar bien después, ¿sabes?
Ok. Farmacia Freetown, carretera 28 Freetown, donde estás mejor vivo que muerto. Farmacia Freetown, teléfono 22 32 87 6.
Mark your calendars. February 12th, wine and cheese under the stars at the House of Culture in Belize City. Enjoy food, exquisite wines, gourmet cheeses, live performances, cultural entertainment, handmade craft, plus a bouncy house for the kids, cocktails at the Oasis Bar, and entrance is completely free. Hosted by William Neal and Dwayne Moody, 5:30 to 10 p.m. This is the event you don't want to miss. Sponsored by Culture is My Business, a project of the National Institute of Culture and History NICH with support from Matisco and the Belize City Council. Mark your calendars, February 12th, wine and cheese under the stars at the House of Culture in Belize City. See you there. When our community comes together, hope shines brightest. Join us Friday, January 30th at 7 p.m. for Hope for Dr. Eck, a special fundraising event at the House of Culture. Enjoy great music by Firestarter Sounds, Tone Jam, DJ Clarks, and DJ Woody. Delicious food and drinks on sale, raffle prizes, and dancing, all in support of Dr. Eck. Tickets are $100 per person, and tables are only $50 seating 6, plus a complimentary glass of wine. Prayer of Healing begins at 7 p.m. Presented by Modisco and Niche. For tickets, WhatsApp 624-1828. Home for Dr. Egg. Friday, January 30th at 7 p.m. at the House of Culture.
Amandala is now online. You can now access Amandala's midweek and weekend issues online by logging on to our website at amandala.com.bz/news and joining our membership portal today. There's 5 easy steps to get unlimited access to weekly e-paper, archive publications, and a host of other exclusive contents. Number 1, go to Amandala's website. Number 2, navigate to subscribed areas. Number 3, choose a membership level. Number 4, check out using our secured portal. Number 5, log into the members only section. Telephone numbers 501-280-4703 or 202-4477. Fax us at 501-222-4702, or you could email at amandalapress@yahoo.com or amandalapress@gmail.com. Amandala, all power to the people.
Alright, welcome back. This is WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. Changing the vibe. Let me be clear. On this Tuesday morning, I'm Mose Hyde, and we have in the house from Madisco, one of our partners, Luisa Balona. She is content marketer, and we have Nazir Guerra. He's been here before, beverage event specialist. Good morning and welcome to you both. They're here to tell us about a very special event taking place on February the 12th. It's called Wine and Cheese at the House of Culture. Both things I kind of think highly of.
Yes, that's correct.
All right, so tell me what's happening.
Lisa, would you like to?
No problem. So, as you mentioned, we're going to be having an event, an exciting event on February 12th from 5:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the House of Culture. So, this is basically an event that is headlined by Niche, which is proudly supported by us and the Belize City Council. So, at this event, you can expect great things. We're going to be having, of course, wine and cheese vendors, hence the reason Wine and Cheese under the stars. But in addition, we're going to be having craft vendors as well. So, craft vendors. Okay. So it's going to be taking place at the House of Culture on Dame Minita Gordon Drive here in Belize City. If you're not familiar with it, it's right opposite the ACC Church, not far from Bird's Eye Restaurant. It's right within that vicinity. So yeah.
House of Culture. So it happens, it takes place at what time?
It's going to be on the Thursday, which is February 12th from 5:30 p.m. to 10 p.m.
All right. And there's going to be a lot of great wine and cheese.
Oh, yes. Yes. So just to highlight more.
Is there a cost to enter? Or?
No, entrance is free.
Okay.
Entrance is free, so it's open to the public. Of course, you can bring your kids as well. There's going to be a bouncy house for them. We're going to be having, of course, our Oasis bar, which Nazir will be speaking about shortly, where you can get refreshments and cocktails, of course. And then to highlight more on the different vendors, to give you a glimpse. So for the wine vendors, we're going to be having us, Madisco, but we're also going to be featuring Premium Wines, Winesmith, Winehouse Belize, and Sangria Mia. For craft vendors, we're going to be having Green Gallery, Soul Clay, Eclectic, My Fab Collection, Candles by K, and some of the cheese vendors include Cheese Lovers Delight, I Love Grazing Boars. And of course, we're going to be having food. And for instance, we're going to be having Vert's food truck. I don't know if you're familiar with that. That's the ambulance food truck. He sells fast food. It's very nice, very delicious. We're also going to be having Don Ceviche, as well as Vic's Food, Otto's Mexican Tacos, and etc. We're going to be having pastry vendors too, such as Kisses and Bites. And for drinks, for like kids, family-wise, we're going to be having Zesty Squeeze. They're a lemonade-based business, which is very good. And then, of course, this event is going to be hosted by William Neal and Dwayne Moody. And then for music, it's going to be by Fayasata Sounds, and it's going to be And then for live entertainment, we're going to be having Super Fura Band and Cindy and Leon Bands.
Oh wow, there's a whole lot happening in just wow. All right, I don't know, Nazir, Luisa, like she eat all the food just now, but she just give me everything. What you have for me? What you have for me?
Then,
let me see.
Just to tap up on what Luisa had mentioned, right? It's going to be a night full of events and a lot of entertainment, guys. But you know what? Whenever you got cheese, you got wines, you got entertainment, you have to got the bar, right? So I'll be explaining a little bit more on the bars. We're going to have 3 bars at the event that will be Madisco bars, which will be, one will be a kids non-alcoholic bar, which will be selling you'll get some slushes, which will be your mango daiquiris, you'll have your strawberry pina coladas, Shirley Temples, and of course your regular refreshments, your soft drinks, your waters, and so forth. We will also be having a wine booth, which you can reach out, and we'll be having a wide selection of wines, which will be at sale prices, of course. So we're going to have very nice sale prices out there, and I encourage everyone to visit our wine booth. We'll be also having some what you call it, giveaways with the wine. So you purchase 2 bottles of wines, for example, you get a bottle of wine for free. Or you can either purchase 2 bottles of wines, you get a token. We'll be giving away some tokens for the night. I don't want to give away what will be the tokens, but I assure you that you come and visit our wine booth, you'll be getting something in return apart from your sale prices for your purchase. So I encourage you all to come out. We'll be having a wide array of wines, which will be some of our house wines, which is Prestigium, which is a French wine. You have semi-sweet. We're going to have sweet wines, which is the Birds and the Bees, available. We have a lot of our clientele who are familiar with these brands that I'm mentioning. We are going to have our famous XXL wines available as well. We also have them in cans, we're going to have them in bottles. And we're going to have the red wines, white wines, dry wines. So we're going to have wines for everyone who would reach out. I know you're going to have a wine that you'll like. Apart from that, we're also going to have our Oasis bar. Our Oasis bar, I forgot to mention the wine bar will be selling bottled services only. So they won't be selling open bottles. So this is going to be wine bottles only. And then we're going to have our Oasis bar, which will be selling our spirits and alcohol. And we'll also be selling the wines that you have at the wine booth. But we'll be selling them by glass as well if you're interested in those.
And I've heard, sorry, just to jump in, that they're going to be having a special drink of the night.
Oh yes, I forgot to mention. We're going to also be having a special drink for the night, which is a Galaxy sparkling drink, which is a drink that was created by our bartenders at Marisco. So that's something to look forward to as well, guys. It's going to be very amazing.
So you get samples. No samples, you can only sample. You know how we go. This is, you only sample make a sense.
If you reach Mose, I'll give you a sample.
Oh man, I'm just trying my best for my listeners and viewers, man. Give me samples. So it's the wine and cheese. It's a fancy affair, but for everybody, family included. And I suppose that it is not coincidental that it's very close to Valentine's. Not coincidental. I'm sure you didn't think about that, right?
No, it's just a give back that we're doing.
Come on, man.
Collaboration.
Work with me. It's the whole Valentine's season.
Oh yes.
Of course.
Why not?
Right.
Kill two birds with one stone.
Exactly. So it happens at the House of Culture. Niche is involved. Belize City Council is involved. And the craft section sounds interesting as well as the combining with that. So. That's definitely something to look forward to.
Definitely. Most
all
definitely.
right. And while you guys are here, I know this was not the event that you were going to focus on, but you do have other events, and you have another event that's very special and very, I'm sure you're very inspired to be putting off, and that's the event for Dr. Eck.
Yes, we have the Hope for Dr. Eck, and Louisa will be explaining a little bit more on that.
Okay, so the Hope for Dr. Egg is actually going to take place this Friday from same at Niche House of Culture from 7 p.m. is going to start. Prayer of Healing is going to start at 7. So it's actually a fundraising event that we're also in collaboration with Niche and DigiWallet. So it's going to be a nice night. So all the drinks, the food, your ticket that you're purchasing, all of those will go directly to his medical expenses. And we encourage everyone to come out. It's going to be a great night. We're going to be having a line of wonderful DJs such as DJ Clark's and Smurf Entertainment, Firesata Sound, Stone Jam is going to be there.
Oh wow, mighty!
DJ Woody as well. So it's going to be great. We encourage everyone to purchase their tickets. So I know you're going to ask how they can purchase, but so they can purchase their tickets at our Belize City branch on 1894-5 Clarence Street, or if you're unable to do it in person, you can also purchase it via DigiWallet as well.
All right, and for more information, I'm sure you can get on my Disco Facebook page, because we want to stay active. That's for sure.
How we do it.
All right, and you are part of that driving force behind that active. So there's Facebook and everything. There's a way we can get more information on these events.
Yes, correct.
And so you have enough time to really prep. Sounds great to me, man. Wine and cheese. Oh, lovely, lovely, excellent. Well, I want to thank you both for joining me, sharing this information. I'm sure that all listeners and viewers have marked it down on their calendar. The next time you come here, Nazir, I'm going to give you this rule one time. After this, you guys make sure you don't forget. When we bring any of our partners here, we ask, bring the information, bring the good vibes, but also bring a token to give to listeners and viewers?
Of course.
So on the cheese or wine wouldn't have been bad this morning. But you guys never get a memo. So the next time now, man, you make sure that
we have you. We got you.
Line it up. All right. Thank you both for coming and all the best. All right.
Thank you.
Sounds great. We'll take a break and come back.
At Atlantic Bank, your convenience is our priority. Our contact center is designed to enhance your banking experience. With a wide range of customer service options, you save time and effort. You can easily call in to block or unblock your debit and credit cards, perform account inquiries, and access detailed card information. Whether you need assistance with online banking, merchant support, or general inquiries, our team is ready to help. For added convenience, if all operators are busy, you can leave your number and an operator will return your call as soon as possible to ensure you receive the support you need. Depending on your transaction type, we may need to verify your identity through a set of security questions. And remember, Atlantic Bank will never request your username or password for Atlantic Online via phone call, text, or email, ensuring your personal information remains safe and secure. Our support team is available Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. in both English and Spanish. Simply dial 223-1212. This is a dedicated line for our contact center. Atlantic Bank is committed to providing you with exceptional service and the tools you need to manage your finances conveniently and securely. Take full advantage of our easy-to-use contact center services today.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
A pivotal moment in strengthening Belize's national approach to inclusive, coordinated, and sustainable rural development. At the core of our national rural development strategy, it is about restoring opportunity, hope, particularly for rural youth, women, farmers, entrepreneurs, and community leaders who are vital to our nation's future.
Everything that makes Belize so special and unique is in rural areas. But yet for too long as governments and successive governments, we have not given the necessary attention to the rural areas of this country. And they do not have the opportunities that we have in the urban areas. And as a responsible government, we have to make these opportunities available to our citizens that are living in the rural areas. We have to be able to give these opportunities to our children in the rural areas to be able to open up their minds and to be able to grasp what is out there for them.
So you done hear about how you could shop online with Builders Hardware?
It's easy and convenient. Plus, you get special deals and discounts online where you not get in at the store. Just log on to shopbuildersbz.com and pay with your Visa, MasterCard, debit or credit card. You could choose to pick up your order from the Smart Lock and Other Builders or Easy could deliver for you. If that a big thing, the Builders truck could deliver for you. If you need more information about anything, you could start chat right here online with a salesperson. We're ready to help you. No need to burn gas and waste time in a traffic. Go to shopbuildersbz.com.
Amandala is now online. You can now access Amandala's midweek and weekend issues online by logging on to our website at amandala.com.bz/news and joining our membership portal today. There's 5 easy steps to get unlimited access to weekly e-paper, archive publications, and a host of other exclusive contents. Number 1, go to Amandala's website. Number 2, navigate to subscribed areas. Number 3, choose a membership level. Number 4, check out using our secured portal. Number 5, log into the members only section. Telephone numbers 501-280-4703 or 202-4477. Fax us at 501-222-4702, or you could email at amandalapress@yahoo.com or amandalapress@gmail.com. Amandala, all power to the people.
WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes, Mose Hyde on this Tuesday morning. We have a special report from our news editor who's live at a protest in front of the Beat Hill headquarters. Good morning, Marisol. Good morning, Marisol.
Good morning, Mose. Are you hearing me well?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
All right, perfect. So I'm just going to set the stage for what's happening out here. Right now, we're outside of the headquarters of BTL on Hamas Street in Belize City. And you have a good number of UDP party supporters, members who are out here. You have the party leader. I saw the Honorable Mark Chang earlier. Some of their standard bearers as well in the different divisions. Let me try to go a little higher. Earlier, we saw about a dozen or so police officers come out here. Mobiles, drop them off. They came on motorcycles, and they are lined up in front of the compound, the Signature Plus store, Digi, for Belize Telemedia Limited, and all of this is over the proposed and intended buyout of Smart for an $80 million purchase price. Just now, when we spoke with the leader of the opposition, Honorable Tracy Fanton, and Lee Mark Chang reminded her, well, with stamp duty and all of the other fees we're going into that, it's going to take us up to like $100 million. And they're opposing this. We heard Yellow Man, Brian Ardinet, threaten that if that meeting does not conclude by 10, they are going to storm in. He said they're willing to take a charge, and others who are out here demonstrating today said they are willing to die even. And of course, mentioning why it is that this isn't a good deal, of course, we also have members of the National Trade Union Congress of Belize here, and just a few different unions that are a part of the NTUCP are going to get a word with Miss Ella Wait, who is the president, Miss Ella. Wait, we're live, so all right. So Miss Ella, talk to us about organizing so quickly for today's demonstration, the importance of doing that. I don't think people are organizing because people are going to start to strategize on what we need moving up. So it was just to make the call, put out the call, and finally, we're going to be out here now. Last minute, yes, we went to social media because we wanted to ensure that the other workers of this country could have the information that will be out here. We're expecting more people to come out. We're expecting more support to having the message out that no means no, how the process, ensure that we have meaningful consultation with the public. That's our message right now today. How the process stop if anything is going to happen in there. Let's wait Let's wait until we hear, until we get the opportunity to go to the public can understand what the risks are that may involve having a monopoly in this country from the position of particular parts. There's already some developments that the provisional vote that was expected to happen may not happen. I don't even know if they're still going to meet. Have you had any word on that regard? Our last information was that yes, they were going to meet, but nothing about a provisional vote was on the agenda. There wasn't even an agenda, to be honest. But we haven't gotten any other information since then. But yes, they're supposed to meet today. What they will discuss, we don't know. But we're out here to say nothing should be discussed pertaining to that situation right now. They haven't even met the Supreme Court yet. And they haven't obviously met the public yet to get the public's opinion. Ms. Wade, there are some already in the public domain who have looked at everything that has happened so far, and they're one time, we don't even want no more supposed consultation with different sectors. The unions are not there yet. So we're doing a poll right now actually on our Facebook page that is basically asking the question, do we want an opposition or not? And so far what we've been seeing is there's a straight out no. So we would have to go by what one can say, what the citizens of Belize say, the citizens of Belize say, we do not want, and then we have to go by that. That's what the government is supposed to do, right? Follow the people of Belize, follow what the citizens want. Talk to us about the getting up the larger numbers. Today it was just an overnight thing. I think you were not the first ones to call for a demonstration and to come out and show your objection to this thing right now. It was the UDP. But what can follow if it is that the government continues pushing this through so quickly? Well, to be honest with you, from starting when we were starting to strategize what we would do as NTUCB if it gets to this point, that if they insist on this week rushing anything. And this was in the plans to get out here, even if it was only the executives coming out here and then inviting other members of other workers to come out here. So we had that but we were hoping that having the press release taken by ourselves and other stakeholders, they would have halted the process. We were hoping that would have been the
that would have been the most respectable thing to do, the most justified thing to do. But that did not happen. And yesterday, when they called the insurance, we have some persons out there. But if they still do not heed to the call of workers, of the stakeholders, of the consumers, then I'm sure it's going to go to another level. And again, responsible workers and the responsible NTUCB, we will not want to see that happen.
It appears to you that they're just ticking the boxes with the consultation. Yesterday, when we spoke to you, you made it clear that you left with many unanswered questions.
Yes, when we were in a meeting with BTL, we asked the questions we needed to ask. But when we went back to the General Counsel, because I wanted to share this, when we asked for the meeting with the BTL, when BTL asked us for the meeting, the day invited us. We said we wanted in their General Counsel to attend. That would have been like 40 persons who represent all the unions. The executive does not represent all of the unions. So we wanted all of them. They said no, only the executive. So we went to the questions that we had at that point. When we went back to General Counsel, there were more questions, more concerns, but there was no way we could go back and ask questions. Then we started to get questions from the general workers of this country. And they're concerned, they're real concerns. These are real concerns people have out here. It's not made up thing, it's not political. If it wasn't Johnny Brissene, it was George Jones who owed his own spin. I don't think it would have mattered. Right? It's just the concern that we have been left with one company where we all depend on for work, for education, for everything that our daily lives with our telephones and banking. Yeah. And there must be a competition where we have a choice.
Does the NTUCB consider that there must be public consultation, not just with the different bodies and stakeholders?
We are realizing there's only a pocket full of stakeholders that they're consulting with. Cannot be that way because we can't. We, as the executive of NTUCB, cannot make a decision for the brothers and sisters out there. They need to hear for themselves the risks that are involved, if it may be beneficial down the road, and then make up their own mind.
Did BTL respond to, in your supposed consultation, whether what they are buying over is assets and liabilities, Mark?
When we discuss the liabilities, we're more concerned, we're very concerned more because we present workers the liabilities of workers. And they said, no, that will make it smart. Well, severance and so on, that will make it smart. I think I don't want to go on record saying otherwise because I'm not sure about the other liabilities that will pass over. I don't remember clearly. But the asset is, of course, that will be first looking at. Yes.
Sunset assets as the business senator has described them. All right. Let me speak to thanks Ms. Ella. We're going to speak with the president of the CW. If you could come a little bit forward, Ms. Leonora Flowers. Talk to us about the process that, as an individual union, you went through to arrive at a position to inform the NTUCB.
Survey. We were having meetings last week with stevedores, and at each one of our meetings with the stevedores, the president, my response is, no, you don't even have to do a survey. You don't have to fool me. I don't tell you. But we still send out a survey. And so we got our directive from our members. We will not sit this one out. We have to be here to say this is a definite no to the acquisition. We don't need to buy smart.
Majority no, or it was unanimous, or?
Majority no. Majority no, because some people didn't vote. So we didn't get along the time. We still have our survey out, so we're still collecting votes at the time. But majority no so far.
And what are the concerns that you're getting from the membership in relation to this intended buyout?
Are concerned about their social security, as it comes to stevedores, they don't even collect a sickness benefit. But no, you're turning around and taking their money and taking $80 million into something that's personally going to benefit a few people. It's unjust, it's unconscionable, so we won't sit out for that.
And won't sit out means that the stevedores are prepared. I know a few are out here, and it's not just the stevedores. The CW represents probably about 12 or so different entities. What are you hearing from the others?
Yes, we do. We have the DFC, who's most concerned too, the people who work at the DFC, all the people who getting pension myself. I'm thinking you're going to be using my money. I don't know how long I'm going to be living, but you need to save my money to pay me when my benefit comes up, when it's time to pay me. I don't know that there is any single union member that I have spoken to who said it's a good deal. People are saying it's not a good deal, we don't want to buy smart. They took away business from BTL to create smart. Now they're turning around because it's not working out for them. They should eat that. All right, let them stay there. Eat the smart. Keep it. We don't need it.
Thank you so much. All right, there you had the president of the CW. Mose, I think your time is practically up, so we are going to leave things here. We are going to stick around up until like 10 or so and see what happens then if that threat actually materializes. Yeah, I don't know if you have any questions.
So potentially we can, you will be making a report if needs be during the morning stew which follows on both Prime Media and XTV, right?
Yeah, that's possible. Definitely.
Right,
I see more people coming out here, trickling onto the area, I'd say. Not in droves, but yes. Let me just give you one last look of how.
Okay.
All right. That concludes my first report for the day.
Thank you very much, Marisol. That's was live from the BDL headquarters in St. Thomas Street, where a protest which has a crowd from the opposition United Democratic Party along with the leader of the opposition and I imagine other members of our leadership executive out there on the ground, Honorable Tracy Tager-Panton, and there's also a group representing the National Trade Union Congress of Belize with President Ella Waite and other union heads out there on the ground, primarily this morning to object to any provisional vote from the board meeting at BTL today. We have, thank you very much, Marisol. We have one last break, Harlan. All right, we take a final break and we come back.
En Atlantic Bank, tu comodidad es nuestra prioridad. Nuestro centro de contacto está diseñado para mejorar tu experiencia bancaria. Con una amplia gama de opciones de servicio al cliente, ahorras tiempo y esfuerzo. Puedes llamar fácilmente para bloquear o desbloquear tus tarjetas de débito y crédito, realizar consultas de cuentas y acceder a información detallada de tus tarjetas. Ya sea que necesites asistencia con la banca en línea, apoyo para comercios o consultas generales, nuestro equipo está listo para ayudarte. Para mayor comodidad, si todos los operadores están ocupados, puedes dejar tu número y un operador te devolverá la llamada lo antes posible para asegurarse de que recibas el apoyo que necesitas. Para mayor seguridad, es posible que necesitemos verificar tu identidad con un conjunto de preguntas sencillas. Recuerda, Atlantic Bank nunca solicitará tu nombre de tu usuario ni contraseña de Atlantic Online por llamada telefónica, mensaje de texto o correo electrónico, asegurando que tu información personal permanezca segura y protegida. Nuestro equipo de apoyo está disponible de lunes a viernes, de 8 a.m. a 6 p.m. en inglés y en español. Simplemente marca al 223-1212. Esta es la línea dedicada para nuestro centro de contacto. Atlantic Bank se compromete a brindarte un servicio excepcional y las herramientas que necesitas para administrar tus finanzas de manera conveniente y segura. Aprovecha al máximo nuestro servicio del centro de contacto.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Start earning V-Bucks today. It's really quite easy. All you have to do is make a purchase at any Benny's location or Benny's entity. Remember, V-Bucks is as good as cash. It's free money.
Download the V-Bucks app and sign up to be eligible. It's fast and easy.
V-Bucks, rewarding loyalty.
Need to submit your sickness benefit claim online and have a physical medical certificate? Here's how you can do it. First, go to ssbportal.org.bz and log into your My Social Security account. Next, on your dashboard, click Benefits and choose Forms. Review the requirements, then click Continue to proceed. Click Apply under Sickness Benefit to start your claim. Review and confirm your banking information. If it is not correct, select No and follow the steps to update your banking details. If your banking information is correct, select Yes. Next, if your illness is not related to an injury at work, select No and proceed to upload your medical certificate. Select your claim period and confirm your employer details. Read the declarations and click each to agree. Click Submit and you're done. A confirmation email will be sent to you. Your employer will also receive an email with your claim details and a request for your salary information. If needed, submit your sickness benefit claim online and receive real-time status updates.
Amandala is now online. You can now access Amandala's midweek and weekend issues online by logging on to our website at amandala.com.bz/news and joining our membership portal today. There's 5 easy steps to get unlimited access to weekly e-paper, archive publications, and a host of other exclusive contents. Number 1, go to Amandala's website. Number 2, navigate to subscribed areas. Number 3, choose a membership level. Number 4, check out using our secured portal. Number 5, log into the members only section. Telephone numbers 501-280-4703 or 202-4477. Fax us at 501-222-4702 or you could email at amandalapress@yahoo.com or amandalapress@gmail.com. Amandala, all power to the people.
have to wrap up for today. We want to thank you all for being here with us. Hope you have a great Tuesday. With health and strength, we'll be back tomorrow morning at 6:30 for the Wednesday morning edition of Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. We just want to take this opportunity to salute the team, Larry G at Creme Radio and at XTV, Cliff, the glue, and at control wheel today, Harlan Wagner. As always, stand strong, stand firm. For now, gone!
step out is the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution. Yeah. No respect, unselfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes to be obeyed. And all the things that will happen and not got blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. Let's work together for better. We got to unite. Belize, yeah. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving. Na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Voice our opinion and place your calling. WB. Get up, make every day count. Don't waste it, people. Do your part, play a role, get where you need to. You can tune in for work or in your vehicle. If you got a problem, pick up the phone. Why wait till the time calling? It's not so we no matter.